Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Well, we made it through the week, which is a good thing. I guess the best thing is it's Saturday, so hopefully Bumbling Joe will take the next 2 days off, go take a nap or something. So maybe won't get any craziness out of the next couple of days here. But yeah, in case anybody's paying attention, and I know a lot of you guys have completely shut the news off, and I don't blame you one bit. Unfortunately, I'm a glutton for punishment, and at least still read some. I can't bring myself to turn on the TV and watch any of the talking heads. I don't care what channel at this point. Uh, they're either fawning over the new administration or longing for days past and trying to figure out if there's some miracle shot or miracle pill or whatever that'll turn the election around still. So ain't happening. We're stuck with the clown that we got, and so it is what it is. But that kind of brings us to what's going on with the circus that is Washington. And here we are, 3 days into the new administration, and you're already starting to see the divide. Okay. And I've said this before. My only hope, or my not only hope, but my hope is that by 2022, we're actually now 4 parties. Because if we're only 3, okay, if there's any truth to this, Trump is going to start a Patriot Party. That's the kiss of death for conservatives, because all it's going to do is siphon off people from the GOP, and then you get half the people, roughly half, voting for the Patriot Party candidate, half the people voting for the GOP candidate, so 25%, and 50% voting for the Democrat. And guess what? Now we're in full-blown socialism. So the only way this works is if you have a Patriot Party, a Republican Party, a Democrat Party, and the Progressive Party, I guess, if you will. Okay, just to keep it not too crazy. And then you've got some sort of disparity. But if it's only 3, it doesn't work, because it's not going to be a third, a third, a third. It's going to be 25, 25, 50. But where I'm saying you're already starting to see the split amongst the left is some of the news that's coming out, and some of the talking that is coming out of some people is rather eye-opening. Okay, so we talked the other day about the coronation, inauguration, whatever you want to call it, and that there wasn't anybody there. And one of the people notably missing was AOC. Okay, and it was really interesting when they asked her why she didn't go, and her comment was she didn't feel safe with Republicans there. She felt threatened by her Republican congressional peers, not Joe Average out in the crowd. Not there was one anyway. She felt threatened by her peers. I mean, her direct quote: "I think we also had real security concerns. We do not yet feel safe around other members of Congress." Really, you had 25,000 National Guard troops standing around you, and you didn't feel safe. Okay. Her justification for this, she's like, well, yeah, one congressional member tried to bring a gun on the floor of the House today. Okay. I'd like to see proof of that, first off. Okay. Because, we all know she is the queen of over-exaggeration. But that was just something kind of interesting. And if you think this isn't going to go noticed by other progressive members to jump on her bandwagon, kind of like the squad members did, it's like, oh, look, she's popular. Let's follow the popular girl in high school, which is kind of what they were doing, the little posse behind the cheerleader, if you all remember high school days. Okay. So that was kind of interesting. So then another comment out of her today is this one. She goes, "Is anyone archiving these Trump sycophants for when they try to downplay or deny their complicity in the future?" All right. Now, we all know she wants to, start re-education camps and all this sort of stuff. But, again, this is we've got to join the party together, or join the world country together, Okay, that sure as hell doesn't sound like it. Okay. Again, it reminds me of 1984. Okay. Robert Reich, okay, the labor secretary under Clinton, and he was also an advisor to Obama. Quote, "When this nightmare is over, we need a Truth and Reconciliation Commission to name every official, politician, executive, and media mogul whose greed and cowardice enabled this catastrophe," meaning the Trump administration. Okay. This is one of my favorites. Dick Costolo, the former CEO of Twitter, everybody's favorite Twitter here. His quote, "Me first capitalists are going to be the first people lined up against the wall and shot in the revolution. I'll happily provide video commentary." Really? And this is unifying the country? Okay, or that, now we're beyond talking about re-education camps. Now we're talking about assassinate. I mean, I can't even call it assassinations. I mean, what do you want to call it? Not capital, just a 5-minute firing squad, not capital punishment or whatever it is. It's like, again, 1984, thought crime. It's just sickening to see where they go. But so we kind of continue on the lovely path that we've had the last couple of days. And, our dear leader, Slow Joe here. Anybody catch his quote on COVID on Friday? Real interesting, okay? Quote, "There's nothing we can do to change the trajectory of the pandemic in the next several months." Really, Joe? Because didn't you spend all of 2020 saying, "Read my plan, read my plan, read my plan. We have a plan to eliminate COVID." And now, after everything that's been done, you're saying there's nothing we can do. There was never anything we could do, Joe, okay? It's a freaking virus. The flu is a virus. The cold is a virus. We've had it for years and years and years and years and years. It will continue to mutate over and over and over and over again. That's how viruses work, okay? There is no such thing as a vaccine for a virus. It doesn't happen because it mutates. What are we on? Strain number 4 already, and we're 1 year in? We get 1 strain of the flu every year. We've got 4 of COVID this year, okay? It's just mutating faster. Go do a little bit of research on AIDS and see how fast that virus mutates, okay? It's like milliseconds it'll mutate. So you can't come up with a vaccine for it. You can come up with some sort of treatment like they have with AIDS, but you can't come up with a vaccine. It doesn't work that way, all right? So basically, thank you for coming out and telling us today that you were lying to us all through 2020. Hopefully, the 86 people that voted for you will realize that, and the other 300 and some odd million of us who didn't already knew it, but thanks for finally getting on board with reality here. Okay. So, how does this all affect us? All right. This is gray man. And that's all it is. Okay. If they want re-education camps, if they want execution squads, whatever it is, it's time to hide, all right? Back to being the silent majority. And I'm not saying run away with your tail tucked between your legs. I'm just saying be quiet, all right? Talk amongst your circles. Make sure you trust those people in those circles. I will tell you this, okay? Because we all know there are going to be plenty of fake people out there, just like there's a bunch of fake people on YouTube, okay? Watch who you talk to, watch who you listen to, watch where you get your information from, because the conspiracy theorists are going to be the ones that are going to be out in the forefront, okay? And they're the ones that will be the targets, all right? Our objective here is to be a prepper, all right? We are preparing for what could possibly happen. That's what we do, all right? We're not out here trying to raise hell and do everything. Like I said from the beginning, and I think I was proven right through this whole last 3 or 4 months here, that the protesting and the taking up arms and everything like that was a fool's errand, and we're all seeing the stories on what happened with all these Capitol protesters. I mean, they're arrested, losing jobs, completely banned from society, whatever would be, that's what you get when you try to go raise hell. I told you guys it was going to happen. 99.9% of you guys, I'm assuming, listened and didn't do anything. Smart, okay. There were still the people that thought, hey, I'm going to go strapped and go raise hell. And, yeah, okay, tell me how that all worked out for you, because Biden's still president. Not that the letter writing campaign did any different either, but I don't think anybody went to jail for writing a letter. So we'll go there. But what I'm saying, guys, is, everybody tone it down. And I know I'm on face on the computer screen and I'm willing to do this. Okay, that's fine. But, just be very careful about who you talk to at this point, because we're hearing all the stories on neighbor versus neighbor, trying to indoctrinate the children to turn in mom and dad and stuff like that. Be careful. All right. It's going to get ugly before it gets better. And personal opinion, and I've said this for a long time and it hasn't changed, I really think what's going on is the left is trying their damnedest to piss off the right, to the point of the right starting something violent. And then they'll feel justified doing it. Okay, justified fighting back, if you will. And, and until, they won't start it themselves because they don't want to be viewed as the aggressor. But if they can go in with the sympathy of, hey, I'm the, excuse me. If they can go in with the sympathy of being the one attacked, that's their plan. They don't want to be the aggressor. So this is what I'm saying. Just sit back and be, as Prepper Now puts it, head on a swivel, keep your eyes open. And I think that will be the best course of action right now. So, yeah, thank God it's Saturday. Maybe we can actually do something that's a little bit of fun, because hopefully there won't be a whole lot of news coming out of the political realm. And we're a week away from starting to put some seeds in dirt, so I'm getting excited. So, and actually, hopefully, weather permitting, we'll be picking up some more cow shit today. Have a good one, guys. Happy Saturday. Pinball out.